So it all started when I was contracted to SmackDown, and in my debut match I was already taking on the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa to be more specific. I know, quite the way to start the debut. During the match I was starting to hold my own, maybe just a little bit. You know how the Bloodline is, they can't really stay out of your matches. I got too distracted by Jacob Fatu on the outside, and let's just say it cost me a lot. The following week I would be targeted by Jacob Fatu. I don't know why he had it out for me. This even led to my later matches when he would come out and attack me. This would lead up to a match between me and him at Clash at the Castle, where it was kinda brutal. I almost had him, if it wasn't for Tama Tonga. Just like that, I would pick up my second loss since coming to SmackDown. But as I was on my losing streak, luck would just kinda turn my way. So after losing to Jacob Fatu, I realized that I had to start getting some motion. I had to start winning some matches. I was already 0-2, and that's not a good way to start. And luckily, I was gonna get my chance, as tonight I was taking on Tama Tonga. It was tough, but I was able to pick up my first win on SmackDown, making me 2-1. And as I was planning to leave the building for the night, I kinda spotted something. Ain't no way. After learning about the qualifying match between Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest, I stayed to watch as the match went down in the back. And this is how it went down. In the beginning of the match, Jacob Fatu was dominating, as usual. But Damian Priest was holding his candle too, throwing back some shots of his own. Now if you ask me why I disturbed this match, I couldn't tell you why. All I know is I couldn't let Jacob win. Damian Priest is for sure gonna have to owe me for this one. So the next week on SmackDown, the Bloodline would start the show, and let's just say they didn't really have nice words for me.
I don't know why he would get involved in Bloodline business young, but he made a really big mistake doing that. He should have just stayed out of our business. And he made big mistake messing with Fatu and costing him a win on SmackDown last week.
Solo is right. Why would this newcomer think that he could get away with ruining the Bloodline business on SmackDown? Trust me on this, Jay. You're probably best off not showing up to SmackDown this week. Cause if you do, it's gonna go bad for you real quick. And you're definitely gonna regret it. You know what I mean? Fatu!
So yeah, I'm kind of a dumb. During the night, I couldn't really get into the building. Nick Aldis wasn't letting me in for my own safety or whatever, so I snuck in. And this is what happened. Now I know you're probably asking yourself, how do you manage to piss off one of the most dangerous factions in the history of WWE? Just that, but you managed to piss off the enforcer of said faction. But I didn't start this beef with Jacob Fatu in the Bloodline. If you go back, Jacob Fatu was the one who attacked me in the back. The one who thought I was an easy lick. And he thought he could just wash over me, not knowing that I would pop up and get back at him. But then I would be interrupted.
I warned you that SmackDown would go bad for you if you showed your face, and I clearly didn't have to wait long to prove it. You must not have taken me seriously.
You didn't have to wait long at all, you right, because I'm right here.
And now we can deal with you now, just like I promised I would.
So focused on Jacob Fatu that it didn't even register that Solo Sikoa wasn't with them. And well, rest assured I was finna get my get back though. Nick, did you see what happened out there? They jumped me.
Well, yes, Jalen, I did see what happened to you. I warned you to stay away from SmackDown for your own safety. And look at what happened. You got jumped by the Bloodline.
They attacked me from behind like cowards. And they ganged up on me. I want Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
The Bloodline has been terrorizing SmackDown for months now. You're not the first wrestler that they've attacked, and you won't be the last. But I understand your frustration, Jalen. I'll see if I can arrange a match next week between you and Solo Sikoa.
What about Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga? I'm not dumb enough to think that they won't get involved.
Alright, I'll have Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga banned from ringside for this match. And if you manage to beat Solo in this match, you'll get Jacob Fatu at Money in the Bank.
Things were starting to look up, and I had a chance to get on a PLE. I had to win this match. Tonight was a big night for me. I had a chance to get on my first PLE. All I had to do was just beat Solo Sikoa. And even better, the Bloodline was banned from ringside. Beating Solo was not going to be an easy task. Even alone, he's much of a threat. I was able to hit this big move, but what I didn't account for was Tonga Loa to return. But it's Tonga Loa. But sometimes that little slip up is all Solo Sikoa needs. And just when you thought it was all over, I kicked out. That momentary distraction is all I needed. I'll see you at Money in the Bank, Jacob. This is just seconds after my match with Solo Sikoa. It was the last SmackDown before Money in the Bank, and I had just gotten to the arena. I didn't even get to put my wrestling gear on before.
Hey, look, you could have just left all of this alone, but look at you now. You brought this on yourself. Oh, trust me, you think this is bad now? Just wait until Money in the Bank is gonna get even worse. Cause you'll be in that ring with me, and it's gonna be a whole lot of worse on your side. You better enjoy what's left of your wrestling career while you still can. Cause after I'm done with you on Sunday, you won't be able to step anywhere near a wrestling ring ever again.
Hell no, I was not gonna let this shit happen to me again, and just take that shit lying down. During the night, Tama Tonga was taking on LA Knight for the US Championship, and Jacob Fatu just happened to be out there. And I, well, this allowed LA Knight to take advantage and retain the US title. He wasn't my objective yet, but you can bet your ass I was going for the US title. Well, we're here, and it's Money in the Bank. You know what? I'll just show you what happened. I was just getting back from my match with Jacob Fatu, and I was feeling good until I saw that. Dakota rushed to help and turned to face me. She could tell I knew something, and maybe I did. There was a reason I was wearing white today. I warned you.